Okay, now let's begin with some revision of the foods we already know. So on the screen, you'll see some familiar pictures. Now I want you to tell me, what food can you see in each of the pictures? Name them now. So hopefully we said pasta, ice cream, mango, and curry. Now, of course, in that picture of the curry, we've got rice and bread, lots of different things making up that dish. So we've got pasta, ice cream, mango, and curry. And we'll use a little bit of that knowledge shortly. So, now we've got a challenging task. You'll see on the screen that we've got 6 different categories. We've got fruit, vegetable, meat, fish, desserts, and snacks. So, what I want you to do is look at the pictures and see if you can sort the pictures into the correct category. So I'll do the first one for you. We need to put our favourite food into the fruit category. We need the mango up in the fruit section. Now, you might not recognise some of these foods. You might not know what they're called, but just look through each of them and think, where would I put this? Maybe you don't know the name of it, but you might know which area it needs to go into. So pause now and sort through the foods. Now, I'm sure that will have taken you a little bit of time. Let's look through some answers together. So, our fruits, which are our delicious sweet foods that grow on a tree usually, are mango, banana, and then an apple. We've got mango, banana, and apple. Then our vegetables are a pepper, a red pepper, sometimes called a bell pepper, and then a tomato, the other red vegetable there, tomato. We use that a lot in cooking. And then our third vegetable is a carrot. So we put those 3 into the vegetable section. Now, what are we going to put in our meat section? In our meat section, we have the sausages, a nice string of sausages there, a burger made of meat, and then we also have the chicken there. Now, some people, of course, do not eat meat, and we call those people vegetarians. So vegetarians do not eat meat. Now, hopefully, we managed to put our fish into the correct section. So we've got that nice silver fish there. And we know there are lots of different kinds of fish. We can have tuna fish, or kingfish, or salmon, or mackerel, or cod. All sorts of different fish all over the world. Then for our desserts, which we would normally eat after our main course of vegetables and meat perhaps, are that lovely cake with the pink icing and our ice cream in a cone there. But as you know, I do not like ice cream. It's too cold. So those are our desserts. And then finally, we've got a couple of snacks, things we might eat if we get a little bit hungry in the middle of the day. So things we might eat outside of our normal meals. We've got a bar of chocolate and a bag of crisps. Now, some people in different places in the world will call the bag of crisps a bag of chips, particularly in America. And that can be a little bit confusing. In the UK, we call them crisps. In the USA and lots of other places, they call them chips. But as we know, English is like that. It's different all over the world. So we've got all our foods categorized there. We've got the nice healthy fruit and vegetable. It's very good for us. And then the less healthy snacks and desserts. We shouldn't eat too many snacks and desserts, even though they taste very delicious. So you'll see on the screen now a big list of foods which I want you to make sure that you've learnt before moving on. Now, of course, these aren't all the foods we might encounter around the world, but these are a good starting point for you. And we've seen pictures of all of those foods except for two, which I've added in there. So we also have rice in there and bread as well. So these are the things we might have alongside vegetables or meat or fish. Our staples, we might call them. Our staple foods, bread and rice. So I'd like you now to pause and make sure you've learnt as many of those as you can, as we're about to have a knowledge check. So pause and learn those words. Okay, let's get ready for our knowledge check then. So our first food has appeared on the screen, of course. It's my favourite, the mango. Now, our other foods which are there, what are they called? We've got a bag of crisps, of course, or chips. We've also got a chicken, a whole chicken there. Then we've got an ice cream, perhaps for dessert, or pudding, we sometimes call it, dessert or pudding. And then finally, we've got our fish there. I'm not sure what fish that is, but we'll just call it a fish for now. And one more for luck. Of course, we have our cake there. And often we have cake to celebrate our birthdays. And you'll remember all the way back when we learnt how to say when our birthday is.